I wanted to show you guys how Times works, right? Um, and the fact that I build Times to solve my own niche, right? Uh, I've run several businesses before, and I remember what my days used to look like. Wake up in the morning, 6 in the morning, 7, office meeting, right? All teams on deck, right? Status. What happened yesterday? What happened yesterday? After that, another meeting, right? Sales calls, right? Who did you visit yesterday? Report. Why is the CRM out of sync? Before I know it, crisis. Customer is calling me. Transactions can't go through. Oh, what's happening? Oh, shoot, right? Sorry for the bad language. But somehow, the system is not available because someone made a change last night and someone wasn't monitoring the logs, right? And after lunch, another crisis meeting. And so the day was just that, right? Meetings, crisis, everything other than focusing on what I wanted to focus on, which was building a great product, talking to customers, uh, telling people about the business so that I could grow my revenue, my sales, and be happy, right? But I was just spending the whole day doing everything other than that. So when we saw AI, it was not very quick to understand that I could solve my own niche. And I'm sure there are many people listening to this who are thinking, yeah, I have the same problem. I start my day and just don't achieve my goals, right? Um, and so when you see AI, it is not very, it's quite intuitive to understand this is a problem that can't be solved. And over the last year, building times, working with AI in a developer setting, it is super, super, super amazing, right? And so what we've done really is to bring AI more into a work setting, into a business setting, into a team setting, but really focused around helping te- teams with their ops. Okay. So sorry for the long intro, but let's dive in. Okay. So if you look at the screen right now, you will see that Times is presented as a folder file structure. Okay. That's very interesting. If you've been playing with AI, you know that it loves to work with folders and files, right? And human beings in the knowledge space love to work with folders and files because the outputs are the artifacts that we can review to see what work or communicate with each other about work, right? Uh, Progress, what we have achieved, right? And so Times really is a platform where human teams and agent teams work together to do work. Okay? But the way we've set it up is that every human being, so we're not in the space of, oh, let there be some AI employees or autonomous things working and supervised. No, every employee has their own AI assistant. It understands your role, it understands your goals, it has context on your information, and so you can ask it questions about work, right? And it will give you quick. You can actually ask it to execute tasks on your behalf, and because you can customize it, you're able to not be a blocker of other people, and also if it's other teammates have it, they are unblocked, right? The result, focus on real work, right? Like this, right? I'm not comfortable making marketing videos, but you know what? I have time now to do this, right? It is something that is very, very important, and the tooling is there for me to work on it. Okay, so there is no excuse for me not to show you guys how this product works. Okay, so let's dive into it. How would I do my day, right? I can come in and say, right? So Luke is my PA, right? My personal assistant, AI assistant. Okay. So if it was a human being, immediately they would throw my schedule there. But I can say, hey, Luke, right? What sales calls do I have today? Right? I could have scheduled that to be in my inbox, but just for demo purposes, I can ask. Okay. And what happening is looking at my calendar, is able to say, hey, you look, call with Davis, my friend. I need to pitch, some people in the evening, right? That is it. Okay. I can go and say, okay, hey, draft me an email to Francis asking on status of sign up. Okay. Now what happens is, AI slop, copy paste. No, 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 no. What they'll be able to do is, or what Luke will do is draft me an email from their email. So Luke, as my assistant, has their own email. We're gonna give them their own WhatsApp, their own phone number, their own Slack, their own, right? So I can ask them, they can send me what to send. My PA never gets tired, never asks questions, always available, right? And so I would get a draft in my inbox. I review. I'm the human being, right? I review. I send Francis an email, right? I can go and say, hey, this is going to be a very interesting one. Reconcile bank, right? See that slash command? Very important, right? But what that means is that Luke has been given instructions on how to reconcile my my bank account with what is in the platform, right? And they will do it and send me a reconciliation report. They can also send my teammates a reconciliation report. Now I have a PA. We're not blocking each other. We're exchanging information, right? So I can say, hey, look, right? Uh, Send me our latest transactions, okay? A table or sheet, right? Okay. So I say, okay, fine, gonna work. You notice how much little context I've given them, but they understand what I mean by transactions. They know exactly where to look, right? Look. They understand my business, right? And so, just like, so they're looking into Mercury Bank to go and get our latest bank transactions, and they're going to send me a sheet, sort of like an Excel sheet of our latest transactions. Okay, this is the power of AI, right? And the 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 result, right, is very interesting, as you can see, right? The result really is that now I have this PA that I can ask very quick questions. I'm not waiting on anyone, right? My other teammates have a PA. They can do the same thing. It can execute tasks. We can do this on other channels that we use, WhatsApp, Teams, Slack. No one is blocking. The focus, we can focus on what is important for this business, telling the market about what we do, closing sales, growing revenue, and growing this business. Times, right? So that everybody can do their best work. Thank you so much.